do this.
She's ready to do it. So we're gonna be petty just like she. Leia, come on! Now we gotta go to work. Hey everyone, and welcome to Good Things, and welcome to the week. It is Sunday, July 15th, and we are here live at the WLVS Radio Listen Vision Live Studios right here in DC. And we took a week off, but we're back, and we hope to get you caught up today.
Did we take a week off?
I know, it didn't feel like it, right? No. Well, we had to because she was on vacation. Sort of.
Do y'all like I'm a little brown? Look at me, a little tan.
You are actually a little tan.
God. She was down in Orlando.
I was in Florida.
That just makes me look extra pale. So thank you for that.
Well, now they know there aren't two white girls on the show, just one.
Shut up.
Well, she's still a white girl on the inside, so.
That's true.
And she's still a black girl
on the inside.
Yeah,
I
also
know.
true.
It's okay. Well, yes, you were so Jace had a tournament.
Yep. So you guys know my son plays competitive basketball.
Right.
So there were 2,000 or 3,000 kids at
It was a lot. I saw pictures.
ESPN Wide World of Sports inside of Disney.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Okay, so Jace is what, 9?
Yep.
Right.
So, what's he gonna do at 18?
Hopefully go to the NBA.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I mean, it's like
And then we'll all be courtside.
right. So don't forget Anti-Notia.
We should. I was just gonna say we should plan out our outfits. For that
Right.
now. Really put it into the universe. This is what we're gonna
We need
wear
to go ahead
at
and
his
do it.
first
Yeah,
NBA
just
game.
start stocking up.
Yeah, regardless of what the fashion
It'll be
is.
out of style.
It will
'cause it'll be 20
yeah.
years from now. But
Yeah.
it's okay.
We'll get it together.
That's all right. It's
We'll
all
figure
right.
it out.
Well, we have been very busy, but we haven't forgotten about you guys.
Nope.
And we are so happy that you are joining us for our still summer series that we're right in the middle of. And so we have a lot to share with you. And, we do want to make sure that you are still living your best life as we try to do every week right here on Good Things. And that includes the summertime, right? So we want to make sure.
Summer,
I know. It's like, I feel like
Is
as
that
adults.
not like the jam
Always. Me and
From-
Lisa were playing it in the
for
car
whatever
the other day.
year?
Yeah.
Like every summer.
Yeah, it's iconic.
Will Smith, summertime.
And I'm over here like, what?
What are you talking
What
about?
song?
Really?
I mean, I know the song, but it's not my summer jam this year.
What?
I have Drake just came out with a new album. And
Oh, that's
I'm
true.
Like,
Well, it's,
turning
you know
it
what?
up.
I like to play. That's like the kickoff for me. I feel
Yeah.
like whenever, and I feel like every radio station, if they play it, it's like, okay, yeah, it's summertime
It's
now.
officially summer.
Right. So when it plays, but we hope, I don't know, in my opinion, I feel like as adults, we forget it's summertime. And we don't have
Yes.
enough fun in the summer.
No, we
Like
don't.
it goes
Not
by
at all.
so fast.
Especially if you have kids. I mean, you too.
Yeah, well, I find myself right before school gets out going like, oh, I can't wait for summer, and summer's here. I'm going to have all these plans. I'm going to do all this stuff.
And then you do nothing fun.
You do nothing like
And
yes,
summer goes by
like that. Yeah,
Yes.
I was just looking at like the calendar, and I'm like, man, it's mid-July.
Yeah.
It was
that.
just like July 1st.
It's not mid-July.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. July 15th.
It is July 15th, 2018. So those of you, I know my little one heads back at the very end of August. And so we've got probably about 6 weeks left in the before the school year starts.
Don't cry, Brett.
I know. Well, and even worse, I'll be, Genesis starts right before the end of August.
And then Mrs. America, so your whole summer
Well,
is gone.
that's on the way. So we're literally like heading to California to do orientation, do drop off, and then straight from LA to Vegas for this one. And then, watch her at Mrs. America literally all during the same week, and then basically trek back to LA right before we come back here, and then literally
the
like
little
the
one
day
ready for
later
school.
I'm
school
yawning
starts.
thinking about all of that.
We just made her tired.
Yes. I'm already tired, and then you were like, and we're going to do this and this and this.
It's a
and
lot.
this.
It's a lot.
It is.
But you know what? It's okay because I said from
Because
this
Kenosha
day,
doesn't sleep.
yeah, I slept last night.
You did?
I
Did you? How many hours?
I
3?
did. 7.
That That's a record.
Almost fell on my chair.
It's a lot for me.
She got 7 hours of sleep,
I know.
guys.
Usually I'm
That's
in
like
here
a whole
on 2.
week's worth of sleep for Kanosh.
It is. But I'm trying to get better because there's no reason to. I'm like, okay, I told Sil, I was like, we're basically going to be down one child in the household and one less schedule to keep up with. So I know it's like this random friend that we have in here. He's trying to come in. It's cool in here. But yeah, I was like, there's no reason that we shouldn't take advantage of that. Speaking of which, I'm excited. We get to take advantage of it a little bit tonight because I'm going to see Jilly from Philly at the MGM. Yes. So I'm excited.
She's great.
I love her. I've been waiting to see her for a very long time, and I'm actually excited that it's at the MGM. So it's it's not a tiny venue, but it's a little more intimate.
No, it's intimate, I would say, definitely, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we went to one of the inaugural balls there.
Yes.
And it was
it's
small but big enough.
It's big enough. Yeah, you don't feel like you're like this, but at the same time, you don't feel like you're like I can't see anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So looking forward to that,
cool.
but trying to do some more like
fun stuff.
Fun, spontaneous. Maybe it wasn't planned, for the whole month. So trying to do a little bit of that. But we have a lot coming up for you guys today, and we're going to kick it off as soon as we come back. But first up, when we come back, there have been a lot of news reports about, I think it's just become more, I don't know, common maybe. So maybe we're hearing more about it. But I want to ask you guys, is age a number when it comes to dating, marriage, and relationships? Ooh. Or has it kind of not really, does it not make a difference anymore?
If you ask my dad, it doesn't make a difference. He's 52. Mm-hmm. And his girlfriend is the reverse.
All right. Well,
25.
Then they're right in the same thing. So we've been seeing like some celebrities and
sorry,
different people.
Britt, I'm not laughing at your dad.
Sorry, she's not your girlfriend yet, Dad. My bad. Just put his business out there.
Well, we're going to talk about, what's dating way too up and maybe way too far down?
Dating age etiquette.
Oh, man.
We're going to talk about that.
My dad dates a young one, too, so, they're engaged, but still.
But you know what? I think there's maybe a wider acceptance on both
Yes,
sides, not just male to female, but
yeah, it's definitely, I think, more accepted for men to date younger.
Well, because it's always been that way, but I think we're seeing a little bit more.
But I also feel like most women don't necessarily have a desire. Like my dad asked me as he was trying to like ease me into this announcement that he has this young girlfriend. He's like, hey, if things didn't work out with you and Brian and you were, a little older, would you ever?
I would be supportive.
And I'm like, no. What? No. I'm 50. What is a 25-year-old boy?
Oh my gosh, I would totally do it.
You know what?
What is he gonna do for me other than?
Well, that's all you need at 50. Yes.
I.e. J-Lo.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's okay. We're going to talk about this more as soon as we come back. More good things.
Apparently, we're going to argue about it.
Yeah. Give us 1 minute. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Good Things, the stuff we talk about off air. So, before we went to break, we were talking about, there has been a surge, and I don't think it's really a surge so much in the actual occurrence of it as far as, the whole dating and age difference, whether it be dating older or dating younger. But, of course, we're in the age of, vast media, acceptance, social media, all of those things. Yep. So we see stuff more. So
and I think love is love, right? So everyone is trying to get to love is love.
Yeah.
But at what point?
At what point is it? And what do we feel is acceptable? What does everybody feel? And I think a conversation, I wanted to have about that because I'm definitely a very unbiased person. I feel the same way. I feel like you don't always choose or know who
You
you're
don't pick
going
who you
to
love.
Yeah,
Right.
who you're going to love,
Right.
Or when it's going to happen. And I also believe that it's not, you shouldn't necessarily turn your eye or your heart to something because of maybe you're worried about a stigmatism that might be attached to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What other people think about it.
Yeah.
You can't miss out on your happiness
Yeah.
worrying about if people are going to be comfortable with with you loving who you love.
Right.
That's not cool.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, there's definitely a lot out there. We were talking off break and we were on break and we were saying how, granted, it's something we've seen for a long time with, maybe older man, younger woman.
Mm-hmm.
That is kind of been the typical type of thing, that we've seen. I think.
Well, it's interesting because if you think about how they say that your drive goes in terms of sex drive.
Right.
So women have a higher sex drive between 30 and 40, but then once they hit 40, 50, it lowers, but then the men goes up. So men are actually lower between 30 and 40 than the women.
Exactly.
So it's kind of interesting how once the men get in the 40 to 50 range, they start to date younger.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But it is kind of our fault if it's going in that direction. Not our fault, but it's because it's work to keep that drive.
Well, and the thing is that if we go back kind of physiologically, scientifically.
Oh, shoot.
You lost me.
Well, I know. When you start thinking about it, just like what you said, a part of that was actually for the ideal of continued procreation.
Well, right, because you're having babies.
Exactly.
And then once you're having your babies should be little between 30 and 40.
Right,
and then,
right.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing is that let's just say, let's go, maybe way back in like maybe some ancient times, and it was normal practice because maybe your first wife, when you first had children, and maybe she's now at the age of not having children, and we know that men can clearly reproduce
for a long time
until death, basically, unless
Celine
something's
Dion.
wrong. Yeah. And well, there was actually a story, and I wish that I had pulled it up. There is a 104-year-old man that basically had a baby with a 32-year-old woman. And he's still living.
Well,
not for long.
Well,
Sorry.
I don't know. At that rate,
Britt, are you wishing death on people this
No.
morning?
I'm just saying, like, if you just look at possibilities,
right.
it's more likely that he's not going to be around.
He must
for
be a
long.
vegan.
He probably.
But I mean, the thing is that now, granted, they didn't say anything about a relationship, but I'm just saying, as far as
like a one-hit quitter?
I
At
don't-
104?
I don't know.
104.
I don't know.
His age.
Oh.
He's
yeah.
104.
Oh, I thought 104
How you having
was like
one-night
a new
stands
name
at
for
104?
Hit it and quit it.
That's a new term.
One-hit quitter?
We're gonna
One
call
hit
it a
a quitter.
104.
104.
New good things term.
I love how the fly or whatever that is only is going
Doesn't
around
that-
Britt.
It's because I smell good.
It's her hair.
They are attracted to sweet
Those
scents.
pheromones.
I did just come back from vacation.
She
She
did. But I mean, what do we think is, I guess I look at it as, again, no bias here. I think it kind of goes into what is the, I guess, I don't know, the reasoning, so it's one thing if it's just kind of a pure, I think, hey, you met someone, maybe
Souls connected.
Yeah, you found that you all were very in tune. You like the same thing. Versus,
But the problem is even if you meet, okay, so I know people who, have about a 20 age gap or 25 age gap. The problem is when you get older and let's say you're 50 and they're 75.
right?
That activity level is not even close to the same.
Or
for the
does
most
that
part.
person start to act older?
Right,
because
of their older partner. Yeah. So you kind of, I mean, I get it. Sometimes there are 75-year-olds who are running around and have more energy than I do.
Right.
Those are the
But-
ones that are dating the 25-year-olds.
True. Also
Yeah.
true. So
Yes.
maybe that's logic. So stay young forever, date young forever.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, and then let's talk about it in the
Sounds creepy.
reverse. That's creepy. But I mean, in the reverse. So let's talk about. So, granted, I do think that there is more judging made when it is maybe
woman?
older woman, younger guy.
That's
I think all
ridiculous,
the time.
but it's so
it
true.
is. I think it is.
True.
We were talking about, because I do think it's more like, if you see that, then it must be because she must be trying to get her groove back. Mm-hmm. It can't be like just
Hugh Hefner dating
right
young blonde 20-somethings, like nobody bats an eye.
Right.
But like if Helen Mirren got her a little college frat boy,
right,
it would be
little Jonas brother.
Yeah. Well, didn't you say
yeah? So Padma, I can't say her
Lashmi.
There we go.
Lashmi.
Yes. So she's dating
I know who that is.
The host from Top Chef.
Yes. She was. And she's a really good friend of Meghan Markle, because she was at the wedding.
She?
Yeah. She was walking next to whoever that lady was that had on the fierce wrap
we
dress.
don't have a photo of her.
We had one. I thought we brought her up. Can you? Well, there's a picture actually, I think, of Padma and Nick Jonas. Jay, if you could probably
I just want to know who the heck we're talking about.
Google Padma.
Top Chef Padma.
I hate to butcher her name, because I know what it's like to have your name butchered. But she's dating. I think Nick
Kenosha
Jonas.
gets butchered.
All day, every day.
Britt Jones.
That's why I'm Britt Jones.
Yes.
Yeah. People can't say
All day.
Brittany if it's not spelled
Brittany.
Like Brittany.
like Brittany.
Yes. The name is, so the actress is Padma. I think it's Padma, and then
LASH
something.
I
If you put probably Padma and Nick Jonas, it'd probably come up.
Yeah.
But the thing is that, granted, I don't think that there's any, clearly you can find people who are obviously matched, and I don't think it matters if it's male or female, have lots in common. Maybe one respects the other. But why do you think our society is so
Because we're harder on women. We're judgmental of women.
Yeah.
We judge how they age. We judge who they sleep with. We judge what they do for a living.
Right.
We judge how they
whether
dress
or not
for work.
they have children,
whether
and then if
they
they
do
have
or
them, we're
don't.
judgmental.
Yes. Why
If
aren't
they
you
choose
married?
Not to,
right.
We're judgmental.
So it's interesting to me if you think of a celebrity, right? Because a lot of the male celebrities, even though, she's beautiful though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Yeah,
so that's
beautiful.
Padma.
So it's interesting to me because a lot of being in the celebrity eye forces them to grow up. So a lot of the younger boys,
I agree.
the Nick Jonases, the
agree.
Justin Biebers,
They
they had to
probably
grow
mature.
up
Yes.
a lot sooner. I mean, they have a giant bank account. They have a huge schedule. They have pressures that some men are never going to have. And so I think because of that, they probably do tend to date.
Yeah, no. And I agree.
older.
I do. I agree. I do think that those who have kind of matured, not all, but I do think that those who have taken on that role and have that particular. And so I do think that there clearly can be a match. And a lot of times, and I'll say this, so I remember talking to my brother because he's married now, but I remember when he was younger, and I've always kind of called him an old soul. I always felt like he was older than me. Yeah.
I thought he was your old. I was like,
everybody thinks he's my older brother.
I thought he was your older
but
brother.
I think somewhat is like his demeanor and kind of the way that but he's always been that way.
And also, you look so young.
Oh, thanks.
That's true. And you're tiny. So
I'm much shorter than
small.
him. I'm a lot shorter than
and you're
him.
little. Somebody's like, have you met my friend Kenosha?
Just shut up. She's in my pocket. But yeah, but I used to ask him because back when he was I would say in his 20s, he would date older, and not necessarily looking for older, but I think it was just what kind of was attracted to him and vice versa. Mm-hmm. And I would ask him, so is there a reason? Of course, I'm his sister. I'm like, and I'm his older sister. So I'm like, is there a reason? Are you particularly searching out someone older?
Bitches?
Right. Basically. But, but his response was actually really on point. And I remember we had a really heart to heart once, and he was like, well, basically I'm at a time in my life where, I may or may not be looking for a relationship. I don't know.
Right.
If it's the right person, maybe I'll have a more in-depth relationship with them. But he was doing a lot of traveling and things like that. He also, at the time, he was like, I'm not interested right now in getting married or having children yet. And he's like, sometimes if I'm dating a woman my age that might be 26, 27, maybe 28.
Her clock is ticking.
Yeah. She's like, if we've been dating, even if it's casually for a year or something, it's kind of like, well, where is this going? And what are we doing? And if, and so he was like, I don't want that, not to discourage that, but he's like, this is just what's not for me
at this time in my life.
At this time in my life. Right.
And so I never thought of it that way.
Yeah. My middle brother, he also dates someone younger. and I think she's 8 years younger than him. Mm-hmm. But he said sometimes it's difficult because she doesn't know the games we played as kids. We talk about shows, we talk about music, and it's beside him because he's like, how do you not know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And the bigger that age gap,
the more experience.
Yeah.
And so if you have someone who's very open to learning and exploring new things, it's going to be great.
But great, right.
If you have someone who's very set in their ways and doesn't care to learn, I'm kind of a non-learner.
Yeah.
I know that sounds bad, but I just...
Yeah.
Then if you can hold my attention.
It becomes a lot more difficult, right?
Yeah.
No, I agree. And then I think you also have to look at the fact that if you have someone who is older and younger, it doesn't matter male or female, you might be at different times in your life. So say that you're married to someone who is on the brink of, like, say, retirement.
Right.
But, you're still climbing your ladder. And so you're not ready to go, vacation for 3 months.
I don't know. It depends on how big that retirement is.
But say it's not. Say it's something where you need to work,
baby.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. But maybe you just have that. You still have that, ambition to get to a certain place. Then maybe you're still going to school, and then maybe that person is at that place where they want you around more because they are in a place mentally to be around more, but you're not. And so I think that, whether you're married or dating, those things should be considered and discussed because, if you've got one person that's like, hey, I'm ready to, lay out in Palm Springs and, whatever every day, and you're like, but I'm still trying to, get that CEO position. How's that going to work out?
Yeah. Well, like me, so I'm very much a homebody. Like it's, we're all very, we're all very similar in that way.
Yeah.
Kanosha sent us a YouTube clip and a text message.
Oh my gosh, it's
Batman.
It's like the Batman Lego thing. I was like, I've watched the Batman whatever Lego movie, whatever forever, and I was watching it with my son, and I was like, why have I not paid more attention to this part right here? But we were sitting down. I think I just happened to be able to just be sitting and watching it and not doing something else.
It's the scene where Alfred is trying to
encourage
hilarious Bruce Wayne to go out,
and meet people,
and he's like, no,
don't want to.
That's me.
But
every day.
I think sometimes when you
so that's me. So the running joke in my household is like, if anything were to ever happen, if Brian passes untimely or if we just don't work out, like my next husband's gonna be an old white man. Like retired,
nothing,
and that's doing nothing. Like me and my baby just home all the time. That's gonna be my life.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true, but I think when you're out so much, right? Like,
yes,
people, I barely get home to sleep, and then I'm out again. And then once you're home, I'm like, don't call me, don't text me. Yeah. I don't want 30, 40 photos.
No.
And then, if we go to a party, they're like, you ready for the after party? I'm like, you mean at someone's house in pajamas and I can get drunk there and fall asleep? Yes, I am. I'm so ready.
It's my after
And are there
party.
nachos?
Yes. yeah, exactly. I mean, and I think you get to a point, but I do think that it would behoove us. I mean, whether it be as a society.
Use behoove?
I did.
I like that word.
I do too. I don't really know what it means. I just think of like a Hoover vacuum.
It would behoove you to find out.
It probably would.
Look it up. But I think as a society, I think for me, I feel like we need to relax when it comes to things because I'm one of those people.
I'm doing a lot of relaxing with my old white husband.
Shut up. Well,
my second husband.
But you know what? It would be none of our business, and that's the thing. I just feel like we
married Jay.
We feel entitled.
Leave.
Nobody would.
No.
We would. Nobody would know because we would never leave the house.
We could be quiet.
Can't
the
judge
whole
me
time.
if you can't see me.
Yes, and say nothing and be
I
just
would
fine.
probably, if I married again, I would marry the most outgoing person on the planet. We just talk all day to each other.
Yeah, see,
you would hate that.
But
I
that's
would
why you
love
have
it.
Jay because you need yin and yang.
I know. I need to relax and take a break. And
I can't imagine you having a husband like you.
well, we would kind of fight, I think, for the spotlight a little bit.
Yes, you
Because
need
Jay
to have
is
that.
like
because he'd be like
mime, never talks, and Larry's like,
yeah,
That's true, but sometimes
All
I'm
day.
like, are you dead?
right.
Like,
And then he's like, go to sleep.
yes.
It's like, please be quiet.
He's like, you're so pretty when you're quiet.
We FaceTimed each other. It was like nighttime. Like I'm in my bonnet.
Yeah.
We're both in bed, and she's in bed with Jay, and I'm in bed with Brian, and we're talking. And Brian eventually, at one point, literally, he just gets up and leaves,
Walks out.
and huffs on the way out, like super annoyed. And
I'm
Jay's
done with
like,
y'all.
You guys are talking about nothing at all.
Literally nothing. You've been on the phone for 40 minutes and
you said nothing to each other, but we were like gabbing nonstop.
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
That's what we
were making fun of each other.
Well, here's my challenge for all of you out there. So, no matter what your preference or opinion is, I do think accept it. You know, like we said, love is love. I think people are people, and everybody's going to like what they like.
Yep.
You get one life to live. If you want to date a super old man or a super young woman, who cares?
Yeah.
Or a super old woman and a super young man.
Yeah.
Who do you, boo? Cares?
Yes. Yeah. Always.
No judgment for good things is what we're saying.
And that's always a good thing.
But send us pictures, though, of what y'all do together.
Yeah, we want to know.
Yeah. Maybe not everything you do.
Not everything.
Okay, fine. Not everything. Couple things. Public things.
PG-13 stuff.
There you go. Stuff that can actually be
rated R, just sent to my inbox.
There you go. All right. Well, we'll be right back with more good things, and we're going to share with you good things that we think you need right now. More when we come back.
All right.
Are you considering having a cosmetic treatment? Don't trust just anyone with your skin. Renew, define, and cherish your beauty at Soderma Dermatology, located right here in Laurel. Call or visit sodermaskin.com to learn more.
I've always had problems with my love handles and my lower abs. I was never quite able to get rid of that excess body fat around that area.
My abdomen area after having children. No matter what I was doing, I couldn't get it to look the way I wanted it to look.
I had a son who's just turned 4, and I'm older now, and I started getting the belly fat that wasn't going away with doing exercise.
No matter how much I changed the diet and how much I worked on my body, the problem areas remain there.
I couldn't take time off work or anything and didn't have time to really recover, so it was really important that this was something that you could keep moving on with your life.
I came right from work, came in, had the treatment done, the 25-minute treatment on the 4 different areas, and literally when I walked out the door, I drove right back to work and picked up where I left off.
I like the idea that, it's not invasive.
I want something that I can come do it and go home and go back to work without any issues. No downtime.
The process didn't require any anesthesia, no pain medication. It was easy.
It was great. I mean, I think the first time I actually went, I didn't go back to work. I actually went to the gym.
I've personally have had and seen really, really good results.
My first month, I noticed my flanks were going lower and lower. These used to be a size 36. No, I'm 34.
My stomach is flatter. It's more smooth.
I feel better. Like your clothes fit better. They're not touching you the wrong way. They're, hanging a little looser.
After the procedure, I definitely feel more confident that there's less of me there.
My brother definitely noticed. I didn't tell him what I was doing. But my brother, he's like, are you trimming up or something like that? Are you doing anything extra? I said, no, I'm just, doing my normal thing at the gym and things like that.
I'm proud. I'll lift my shirt up and show everybody my belly.
I'm very happy with making the choice to have the sculpture done.
It's a good feeling, too. I mean, finally getting the results that I've been looking for forever.
And if you're a guy who cares for himself, then you want to do it. I mean, there's nothing to do. This is not just for women. We do it because, for once, we have the technology available. And I think that we should take advantage of that.
I would rate my success of the procedure a 10. It was very positive. I'm very impressed with the results, and they have exceeded my expectations, definitely.
Open this, sorry.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to Good Things DC Sunday.
Brett, you look scared.
July 15th.
Yes.
I just ran a little marathon on the break.
Yeah.
Y'all would be surprised what happens when the
run
camera's cut.
Yes. We need to have somebody follow us. Or
a little behind the scenes.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, behind the scenes, which hopefully we'll see her soon, but let's formally congratulate Andromeda Peters. If you guys are watchers, remember she was actually here on our show in June, or was it May?
No, I think it was May.
May. She was in here in May.
Maybe June.
I need to look at the thing.
She was here recently.
Recently, but she was here as Miss Delaware, United States.
Miss Virginia.
Miss Virginia. I'm sorry, Miss Virginia. She's had a lot of titles.
She has.
She's amazing.
Yes.
But yes, Miss Virginia, United States for 2018, and she just recently won Miss United States 2018. So congratulations to Andromeda.
Yes, congratulations.
We are so proud of you, and we knew you could do it, and we can't wait to have you back so we can talk more about why your mind matters. So yeah, if you want to follow her, you can follow her at I'm sure Miss United States 2018.
Yep.
You can also probably follow her at Miss Virginia United States 2018, or just at Andromeda Peters, or at Your Mind Matters.
Yep.
Yeah. So, well, let's see. We have a lot of things that we come across that we like, right?
Yes, so many.
Good Things finds a lot of good things.
Yeah,
that's true.
Right? Yeah.
So we're going to share some of our good things with you guys.
Yeah. And if you want to find out more about these things, we'll list links and websites for where you can find them all, as well as prices and all of that good stuff.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
So I'll kick it off.
I was like, who's starting?
I'm going to kick it
Britt's
off.
going to share her good things.
So I have this, I don't know if we can zoom into it. So this is My Kind, I got to look at it, y'all. Sorry. Vitamin B12. It's an organic spray.
Yeah, and there's a picture that I have of it, Jay, if you want to show the picture. So this is, she brought it actually in so we could see it.
So this is a vitamin, it's a B12 vitamin supplement. And the thing that I like.
Brett, you want to test it out on us?
Well, I'm going to, do you want me to spray it in your mouth?
Yeah.
Do you have to do it under your tongue?
No.
You spray it right on your tongue.
No.
Yeah.
That's yummy.
It tastes good.
It does taste good.
And like what? Raspberry?
This is raspberry. Very good.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
So the best thing about it is,
Yummy.
First of all, B12 is very good for those who lack energy.
Yes.
Me.
And your metabolism.
Yep. But the nice thing is it absorbs so quickly because it's in liquid form.
Right.
So whereas when you take a B12 supplement via a pill,
Right.
You're just going to pee it out.
It just has
And
to
that's
dissolve.
easier than the shot that I get like every
Yes.
week or two. So I get a B12 shot, but it's always like
I think I read somewhere like if you take vitamins in liquid form, your body absorbs like
They do.
90% of it.
They do.
Whereas a pill form, I think
Well,
it's
you
the
think
reverse.
it's going directly into your tongue.
bloodstream.
I mean,
Yeah.
So it's
yeah.
So love this. It's again My
And where can you
Kind
get this?
Organics. I ordered off of Amazon.
Okay.
But there is
Prime.
a site for that, so it's actually directly correlated with who's the actress from Clueless?
Oh, Alicia Silverstone.
Okay.
So she
Yes.
does all of the Kind. She has her Kind book, and she's an avid vegan like
Wait,
myself.
this is her brand?
This is her brand.
I didn't
yes.
know
So
that.
that is how I found it, and she wanted to
better.
develop a really good product
Yes.
because she was having trouble finding supplements that she
Awesome.
really
that she really liked.
exactly.
Okay.
And
Yep.
she has. I also have taken the vitamin C spray and the vegan vitamin D spray.
Okay.
And every human being is vitamin D deficient,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So that's a really good.
At some
That's
point in
because we
time.
spend all day inside.
Yes. So you have a
two
couple
others,
more,
right?
Okay. So and we have pictures for these. So which one do you want to start off with
So
first?
the next one is a really, really cool set of earrings. These butterfly hoops.
The what is it?
Evelyn-
Rival Glam.
Rival.
Okay.
You're not
Rival
wearing
Glam.
them? Why are you wearing them?
I'm not wearing them because I just ordered them.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
just
okay.
found them.
Yeah.
So now I'm not
Fine.
wearing them. But we
Okay.
should have a picture of them.
Yeah. So Rival Glam
Rival
is
Glam.
Yes, and so
So
Is
the
this a particular
designer,
line?
This is a particular line. It was designed by Evelyn Lozada,
Okay.
and if you guys follow her, she's a reality TV.
those are pretty.
Personality. They're
Yes.
gorgeous.
Yes.
And so if you follow her, she's got butterflies tattooed all over. And if you know anything about the symbolism of butterflies, it
Right.
represents, like in the Christian religion, it represents reincarnation.
Right.
I
Did she
really,
buy us a pair?
I really believe that. Well,
it's okay.
we're gonna all get a pair. They're really, really cute. And so it represents like reincarnation and like
yeah.
our souls. And
Yes.
I really believe in this. So I have a girlfriend who lost her father a couple years ago, and ever since he passed, butterflies just
Swarm her.
swarm her, like literally, like all the time. Like she'll
Yeah.
post pictures of like this butterfly landed on my finger, or she's out somewhere someone's taking a picture of her and in the background you see
they're
a
just
butterfly,
there.
just there. And so, she's always like, Dad's kind of still watching over me. So I thought that was really cool.
I was trying to find the website, so you can just go to rivalglam.com.
It's rivalglam.com/Evelyn-Lozada.
Okay.
Because again, it's her design. And they're kind of pricey.
Right.
They're about $42 to $48 depending on which design you like and how big you want the hoops to be. I like to be Brittany from the block sometimes.
Yes.
So I like my hoops big.
We like big hoops here.
We do.
So
those
Rival
are fun.
Glam. Those are cute.
Okay. And then what do you have?
I had
have,
one more.
Let's see.
What was it?
It is up here. So we actually have a picture of. Oh, it was about the museum.
The museum.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So summer stuff, summer fun that you need to know.
Summer fun, especially for parents. So
Yes.
the museum from July 2nd through
July 1st,
Labor Day.
yes. So
Oh,
right
July
now.
1st
Right
through
now.
Labor Day. Kids are free.
Yes.
So for every paid adult, I think you get up to 4 kids for free in the museum.
And admission right now is even 15% off. So yes.
So the kids are free.
Yes.
So
Kids
I would
are
have
free.
to. So I can't just borrow your kid and get in for free.
Well, if you borrowed my kids,
but you could get 15% off.
You get 15% off of your ticket, and the kids would be free.
Yeah, that's still worth it.
Yeah.
And so, and I've wanted to take my kids to the museum because if you don't know, it's a museum dedicated to like history, right? But
in the news format.
News format, and I think it's geared towards children.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Nice.
Well, if you're looking for something to do, because I think a lot of times, sometimes when it is hot outside and it's maybe too hot to do, the regular stuff. And sometimes it's just not healthy because, kids don't necessarily feel it the way we do. And so,
so
you don't
hot.
necessarily want them to be out there. So this is a fun way to do that. And they really do cater to the kids.
Yeah,
so
they
that's
do.
kind of cool. Well, I will go through mine. I have just a couple here. And, the thing that I love convenience. I love things that maybe multitask. And there's sometimes certain things. I brought the things that I brought because very seldom do like kind of everyday mainstream things kind of catch my eye or make me interested in them. It's kind of like, that's nice, but what do you do? What's special about, what's special about you that's any different than
nice,
like.
but can still run that because I am.
So one of my first things I have, I am not a huge makeup person. Like, I would rather have somebody do my makeup.
Oh, high five right there.
So,
amen.
Yes,
Hallelujah.
I've just never been that person.
This whole group, we see eye to eye.
Yeah, I will sit in someone's chair in a heartbeat. However,
it's always a task when we do our own makeup.
It's just extra.
It takes a whole day for us to get ready.
Yeah, it's just extra.
Or
so
we do it in the car when we're on our way.
On Georgia Avenue.
Red lights?
Yeah, basically. And
I
people
put
are
on
like,
lipstick and I'm like, what do you mean I'm not wearing any makeup?
Right, what are you talking about?
I put this on.
She's got all by herself. Well, Urban Decay, of course, they come out with something new, I think, like every 2 days. And most of the time I'm like, nah, that's great. That's nice. Just the repeat of what you've gotten before. And I kind of feel that way about most cosmetic companies, sorry. But, I was really intrigued by their new eyeshadow palette. And this is weird for me because I don't do eyes.
Right.
I'm just
Looks
not an eye
pretty.
person. It's gorgeous. And I think the reason I like it is because there's a lot of, again, multitasking factors, in my opinion, to this particular palette. And it had to be because this retails for $49.
Woo.
Yeah.
It ain't cheap.
No. But it is their new
Do we
Born
like
to
anything
Run.
that's cheap?
No, we need help. But it's their Born to Run eye palette. And as you guys probably know, Urban Decay has like a lot of eye palettes. Like I said, they feel like they come out with one like every other day. But I loved it because the colors were so vivid.
Well, they're neutral too. There's a lot of
Yeah, they're neutral, easily blendable. I like to use eyeshadow a lot of times as eyeliner, and so where I may not want to commit to say like a really deep pigmented colored eyeliner, I will kind of do a lighter
Mix and
smudgy
match,
type powdery eyeliner, and you can do that with a lot of those. And there's also like some colors that can be like used in finger, use it for some blush. I mean, there's a lot there. So I was really intrigued by that. So that's kind of if you're gonna splurge, I think, on a makeup item, and I'll probably have this for a while. This is definitely, I think, a good splurge. I think it's gonna be utilized a lot, and so that's
your
one
name
of
is
mine.
Leia.
Yeah.
I would just look at it.
And then my other thing, this is actually something I've been using for a very long time that I love. It is marula oil. And if you're not familiar with what marula oil is, it's basically an oil that's naturally derived and cold pressed.
Smells good.
It's great. It is again another multitasker.
I was gonna say, what do you do with it?
You can use it in your hair, you can use it on your body, you can use it on your cuticles, you can use it on anywhere. And the great thing about it is it's considered what we call a dry oil, which means that it absorbs quickly and it doesn't leave anything behind. But it's extremely nourishing. Now I will tell people, be very careful, and you might want to read all of your bottles. This one here, it's basically not quite 2 ounces, and it retails for about $25. There are some other ones, but you want to make sure that you read the ingredients, because some of them are layered with other oils that are not good for you, like mineral oils and things like that you don't want to necessarily.
So basically, just get the same one Kenosha has, is what she's saying.
Well, and you can find all natural marula oils in a lot of places. So just read the label, and then you can make sure that you're getting the right thing.
Now, is this a particular brand or?
This brand is marula oil. So this is the official brand for that. But yeah, there are other ones out there. If you go to like Whole Foods, Roots, things like that.
What do you personally use
I love this. I use this I put it in my scalp, and it comes with a really great dropper. So you never have to worry about,
you don't eat
using
it,
too much. No.
Okay.
You don't eat it. No eating. Don't do that. I mean, you probably could, but nah, I don't see any reason to do it.
Forever 4
I know.
years old.
It's okay. But yeah, I use it in my hair. I use it on my body. In the summertime, I take this.
Body.
No,
Lord.
Too much. This is $25 a bottle for an ounce.
Not worth it.
No. It's a dry oil, so it's not going to
help you out.
Yeah, it's not going to leave anything behind. But I like to take this and mix it with a little bit of. I have some like gold dust pigment, and it's great. You can mix it in, and then there's your little bronzer too.
Oh, so, that's pretty.
Yeah, a little quick tip.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, and then my very last thing I have, and I'm not going to take it out of the box, but I was super impressed. So I needed to buy a portable speaker for basically for the summer, and also for the office and some other things. And so I'm not a techie person, as most of you guys know, but I love this JBL Bluetooth speaker, and it has literally like the most ridiculous sound I've ever heard out of a tiny speaker.
Too,
and it's
right?
waterproof.
Yeah,
I'm trying to. Oh, there it is.
So perfect for the beach.
Perfect for the beach.
Or
it
the
has
pool.
a Bluetooth range of I think 1,500 feet. So you can be, and it's got a mini subwoofer.
Of course it does.
Yes. So it does a lot, and it doesn't cost that much. It's under $100.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I actually got it on Target on sale for $89 with a coupon, and so it's great. But yeah, it's nice and portable.
It can be budget friendly.
Yes, and you can run this for 20 hours.
Oh, nice.
Nonstop, or it can stay charged for multiple days if you're just using it, on and off. So
yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. Nice. So what you got for us?
Oh my gosh, you know me. So I guess I'm in the recycling mood today, because a lot of my stuff has to do with recycling things and not throwing out. You know me, always helping the environment, saving the planet. So my first one is actually the necklace that I'm wearing today. And I think I talked about these a little bit.
Yes.
Once
Well, we
on
have
the
a
show.
picture of, so this comes from a local person.
Yep,
Her
so
name is
she
Yvonne.
Local. Her name's Yvonne. And they're so reasonable. So they're $30 a piece. And you can see they're beautiful.
Yes.
But she recycles.
How is that so easy for you to take off? Is it magnetic?
It's got a really cool magnet clamp. I wish all necklaces would have that.
So
cool.
That's gorgeous. And it's so light.
It's so light. And it would actually look really good with Britt's
cute.
outfit.
Yes. Here we go.
Yeah.
And you can reach this. Her name is Yvonne. You can reach her on Pinterest.
Yeah.
I think we have not
Instagram.
Pinterest. I'm sorry, Instagram. We have her Instagram photo. I think for that.
Super cute.
Yeah. But how much do these retail for roughly?
$30.
That's awesome.
And they're all unique. So I probably have, between my mom and I think we have 6 of them now.
Yeah, the one Monica had on, it was kind of like a turquoise blue, kind of the color of your dress. Yeah.
Look at that. Each necklace you see here, handmade from soda tabs.
Yep.
How cool is that?
That's a great way to...
I mean, because people are not going to stop drinking soda.
No.
Of course, I would love the whole world to, but they're not going to.
Look at this necklace.
It's gorgeous.
Couldn't... when I came in and I saw, I'm like, your necklace is gorgeous. And I knew that these necklaces were one of your things for the segment. I couldn't tell that this was one of those necklaces.
No.
And I mean, especially
you don't know it until you like literally have to sit there and look at it, and then
until somebody tells you, and then you look and you're like, oh yeah,
right,
super up close. And
I'm not taking
also
it
these
off,
earrings
by the way.
came with it for $30. I mean, really,
nice.
could you?
No.
You can keep the earrings. I'll keep the necklace.
We should have her on the
I
show.
do
We
feel
need to
very
bring her
naked,
on the show.
without my necklace now.
Does she do
Not taking it
custom
off.
things?
Yeah, so you can kind of give her an idea of,
Like
something you're
colors
looking for.
yeah.
So the difference is everybody's neck and collarbone is shaped differently.
Right.
So because they're made of the tabs, they're going to sit differently.
Right.
So it's really about having her over or having, some sort
Going
of
to
a party.
see her or
And,
something,
yeah,
yeah.
and just being able to pick which ones. Because sometimes I picked up a few and I thought they were amazing, but they did not look right on my neck. They just didn't sit right.
You're like, this is not good.
Yeah, so they are very
This is really pretty.
custom
Yeah.
to, how you're...
It's a great way to accessorize and
That
Yes.
I'm
magnetic
not good with
clamp,
that. It's everything,
I don't
right?
even understand why
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
necklace
Yeah.
isn't made that way.
Everybody's going to
So
do
I'm
that.
interested in this.
Yes. So these are coconut bowls.
I love it.
And I love to do acai bowls. And when I say my husband loves to make them for me. Love you, babe. So
Jay's the
love to
chef
do
in the house.
acai bowls. And so Earthy Andy, which is a huge Instagram following for veganism and plant-based
Right.
and, kind of changed her whole life. So she makes a lot of nice creams, which
bumping
is
my
in the vegan world, an ice cream made of fruit. Nice cream.
Yes.
And, it is summer. You want to make smoothies, make
I love
acai
this.
bowls. And I mean, you can use these bowls for anything.
Yeah.
But what she was finding, her and her husband both live in Hawaii. And after the coconuts were eaten, these were just being thrown, and they were just being thrown as waste. So she
And look at the inside. I mean, like, it's very smooth. It's like very
I will be ordering some of her.
Like,
She has bigger ones.
it.
And I just wanted to try these ones out
Yeah.
to see how they were, and
Yeah.
I just love them.
Do
And
you have to hand wash them, I'm assuming?
I haven't washed them yet, so I don't really know.
Okay.
I should
I'm
probably
assuming.
look that up before
Yes.
I
I'm
ruin
sure
my
it's on the
And
packaging.
maybe no dishwasher,
Yeah.
probably, right?
Yeah.
Probably
Definitely.
not. Yeah. I mean, if you want them to
it's
stay
fine,
better
yeah.
longer, but nothing sticks to them.
Right.
They're amazing to eat out.
Yeah.
I mean, even
they're
if,
resilient in that way.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
so easy to clean.
And then this here is a cult favorite for a lot of people, right?
Yes.
So
So hangover primer. So,
Hangover primer.
Hangover
Yes.
primer. Which is funny
we
because
probably all need.
I've never been at a point in my life where I'm so tired that I chronically feel hungover even though I don't drink, but that's me right now.
Yes.
So I feel like this helps a lot. And I do tend to be on the shinier side like Kenosha
All the
because I'm
time.
overhydrated. But this is actually so nice because it doubles as a moisturizer for me. So when I
that's
use
nice.
this as
Okay.
a primer, I don't
You
need
don't
a
feel
moisturizer.
right. You don't
No.
have to feel like you have to do that extra layer.
Yes.
So you guys tend to be more shiny. I tend to have drier skin. So
This
seems
is-
like
this-
that would be good for both
Yes,
skin types.
because it's coconut water, and it is of course vegan too. So there's no animal products in this.
Awesome.
Everything we actually were talking about, they need to come out with a body moisturizer that's like
That would be
this because
great.
it's so
Yeah.
great.
'Cause it feels good. Yeah. that's
So
really
it
great.
just adds an extra layer of
Yeah.
smooth to your makeup.
that
and
lovely stuff.
Exactly.
Yes.
And you and I both kind of sweat off all of our makeup.
It
by
just
the end
melts
of the
off
day.
my face.
Yeah.
I don't even. The whole like 24 hours. No,
It never works for me either.
Doesn't happen.
It just
well,
it's because we're glowing,
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, I've learned to not curse my oily skin that I get
Keeps
from
you
my
looking
father.
young.
I thought you were going to say you learned not to curse. I'm like, what are we going to talk about?
No, that probably never happened.
curse.
Yeah, I'm a Christian, but I curse a little bit. So it's
I curse a lot of it.
So yeah, it's
Some
okay.
cuss words in the Bible.
Are there? What page?
Aren't there?
I don't know.
Damned and-
Ass.
Ass?
Well,
Damn.
but they're
Well,
talking
that's
about
a donkey.
That's a cuss word.
We made it a cuss word. Well, all of these things we will definitely put up links to on our Facebook page as well as on our Instagram so that you can take a look
And on
find them.
GoodThingsDC.com.
And on GoodThingsDC.com so you guys can find all of these things, and we'll put up any suggested retailers that you may be able to find these things at, and we'll also put links at the bottom of our YouTube video once we repost today's episode. So so that way if you missed anything, you know where to find it. So, but we want to thank all of you guys for joining us today. It's been, we haven't been here. We will be back live next week, and then we will have
I
a
didn't
break.
know that, so
Yeah.
We'll be back live next week.
We'll be back live next week. We will be off on the 29th. So hopefully you guys check us out again live right here at WLVS Radio. But we do want to thank all of our sponsors and supporters that always support us right here at Good Things. So special thanks to Soderma Dermatology, of course, for all of their support. We also want to thank Hair Meets Art and Artiste Dozier, as well as the Dozier family for all of your support and just continued sponsorship. And we also want to thank Carlisle, etc.
Oh my gosh. I actually went there.
And Lara, thank you.
Yeah. Yesterday, I have to just say they're out of clothes right now. No one, they need a shipment. I text Laura.
You're like,
said, you're out of clothes.
I need stuff.
What are we doing?
I need stuff. Yeah, they're amazing, you guys. If you want to go visit them, go out there right at the Clarksburg outlet, right off 270, and amazing, amazing clothes. You can also look them up online. We also want to thank Green Fair, and we want to thank Gwen at Green Fair. I miss you guys. I need to come out there. Again, something I was like, I'm going to do this summer, and it's already mid-July.
Yes.
Of course. And then we also want to thank, of course, our home right here at WLVS Radio and Lissa Vision Live Studios. We thank Jeremy Beaver and all of the producers and everything here that help make Good Things possible, because this is our home, and we are happy to share it with you guys every single week. But we hope you guys have a really great week. We encourage you guys to check us out more. If you need to catch up on some Good Things episode, you can find them on YouTube at Good Things DC Show. And you can also find them on Facebook at Good Things DC, Instagram at Good Things DC Show, or Twitter at Good Things DC.
Oh, man.
It's a lot, right?
It's a lot.
Yeah. Then you can also follow us on goodthingsdc.com. But we'll be back Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, give us some of your good things. We love to share them with our viewers. And we hope that you guys continue to have a wonderful and blessed week. And as always, we want to remind you,
you better love one another.
we love her.
Oh, gosh. Please, always be kind, even when they act like that.
Yes. And with all your heart, do good things. It's been a great week. We'll see you next week.
Love
Bye.
you guys.